Good evening, ghouls and goblins. This is a little bit of a different video, a little bonus episode where I go to one of my little honey holes here in Memphis, Tennessee to find physical media, one of the pawn shops, and they have a bunch of DVDs for 50 cents. And sometimes they'll even make you a better deal where you can buy more of them, and they'll give them to you for a lot less than that. So I go and check out what I find out as I make my way around and get some cool stuff. And come on back and talk about what we found. And yeah, it's a fun time. See y'all in just a minute.
All right, so yeah, this pawn shop has a lot of good stuff. There's copyrighted music over all of this, so might as well just talk over it. These little totes on the side, those were all new. They usually have these ones, so you can kind of see. There's some okay stuff, some kind of annoying things. There's King Kong, Peter Jackson. I would have grabbed that, but I already had it. Blades of Glory, would have grabbed it, already had it. Milk, Born in East LA. A lot of the Blu-rays are not very good. The only issue with this place is that oftentimes the DVDs are in there, but they're not always that DVD. So sometimes, like Center Stage, you open it up and it's like a completely different movie. That's a little annoying, but what are you gonna do? Darkness Falls I ended up getting, as you'll see it here in a minute at the end of it. There's a couple that I left behind that I actually have gone back for. Filmed a little follow-up to this that should be coming out fairly soon, and you'll see that I actually went back and got a couple more, as well as went to a few other places. Parent Trap would have got it, but I already had it. History of Violence, I grabbed that one. Your Highness, another one that I would have got, but I already own it. And yeah, there's some more here, kind of going fast. They didn't really want me to record, so yeah, I kind of went through it rather quickly. We have returned, and we have acquired some items. So let's see what we got. Let's see a receipt. $7. So 14 movies, $7. Let's see what we got. All right, so let's talk about what we purchased. So these were just ones that were 50 cents. It's kind of hard to go wrong with 50 cents, right? Like, I mean, it's 50 cents. It's pretty much anything you can think of you can grab. So I grabbed some stuff that I didn't own and some stuff that I hadn't seen before. So 1408, saw this in theaters. Pretty decent little horror movie. I like the blockbuster part of it. I'm nostalgic. This one I've never actually seen. Terry Gilliam movie, the one that Heath Ledger was in right after he died. Sorry, my cat's doing goofy stuff. Sling Blade. Speaking of goofy, here's this movie that's pretty silly, but a fun time. I guess it's not really silly at all. Total Recall. This is one that I can never remember if I own. I'm looking up to see if I own it in my sci-fi movies. I might already have owned a copy of this and just purchased it again, in which case I will probably just let somebody I know own this, because more people need Total Recall in their life, right? Yep, I totally already have it. Oops. End of Days, one we just talked about a couple weeks ago. One we'll probably watch on the show at some point. Arnold versus Satan. Naked Gun, just in time for the remake. Gia. If you know, you know. Overlord, a movie me and Dom talked about for just a hot second. That's actually pretty good. All of the Superman movies. Well, not all of them, but the first 5. Benny and June. Got this one for my wife. She's a big fan. Zombie Diaries. Never seen this, but the fact that it says the best zombie film ever and better than 28 Days Later had me intrigued. Doomsday. Another one I haven't actually seen, but I've heard good things. And it's a post-apocalyptic movie, so will go along well with the gimmick. 3,000 Miles to Graceland. This movie got shit on when it came out. It's actually, like, pretty fun. Like, it's pretty fun. History of Violence. Another good Cronenberg movie. Is this DVD actually in here? Okay. I didn't check it. Queen of the Damned. Another good time. Slither. Another good time. I had to get both of these at full screen, which is very hurtful to my widescreen sensibilities.
But my wife loves both of these horror movies. We don't own them. And yeah, we'll suffer through the full screen, you know? 50 cents, right? 50 cents. Attack the Block, another really good one. And the last one was Darkness Falls. So yeah, I will keep doing this more. You can tell I have a lot of movies. It just kind of keeps going and going, and there's more in the other room and more behind me as well. There's a lot of movies. I have a shitload of movies. So as I buy more of them, we'll film more of these. This was fun. And hopefully you guys had fun too. It wasn't very long either. Usually that place is kind of like my little honey hole because they're 50 cents, and sometimes they'll give them to you for like, 4 for a quarter. If they just have a bunch. You could see how many they had there. Like, there were a lot. So there was a lot to look through to really kind of get an idea as to how many they had. So it was fun to kind of take a look at that. Well, I will fare thee well as my cat attempts to flee his domicile. We will depart you with some movies. As always, have a good day, y'all.